What's this? How did you get here?
Calm yourself, Phineas. Our friend here helped us seal the rear entrance. We're all thankful for your heroics in the swamp. Especially those scouts whose lives you saved. I have no doubt that you'll prove your worth again.
I don't doubt your worth. Your timing is just uncanny. No matter. Jane is doing her best to flood these mines with her men. Their numbers are great, and they've employed a fearsome creature. An old, blind, but powerful war beast. It trampled many of our men. We fell back and collapsed the main entrance, but others remain. For now, we are just trying to hold the Asyanites back.
I met her soldiers outside. How long since the fighting began?
3 days, and we won't last another. Listen, Queen Rosalind will want to see you. She's still in her court. Just follow the path up the well.
The well? I assume that's what we're standing in at the moment?
The deep well, actually. That's what the dwarves called it, when they were here. This chamber led to all the riches found in these mines. The wellspring of dwarven culture. The name was a mark of respect.
This isn't the sort of mine I expected. Is there anything else I should know?
I'm sure you've noticed more than a few oddities here, like the floating rocks. Dwarven geomancy is still strong in the mines, even if the dwarves are dead. This magic is their greatest legacy. Geomancy governs everything here, even the air you breathe.
I'll go and find the Queen. Good luck to you.
We'll stay here a while longer and make sure that the tunnels will hold. I'll see you at the court.
It's good to see you again. May Azanai keep you safe.
My word, what a fascinating hole in the ground. I wonder how deep it goes. Can we throw a monster down it and find out?
Careful, those flare-ups will cook you alive.
There won't be any more explosions like the blast of 943. The dwarves built these magic fans to keep the air clear.
Fascinating. The degree of thaumaturgic precision required to create a floating platform like this, truly remarkable.
Don't worry, those platforms are safer than they look. Just touch the crystal to make it move.
These tunnels aren't safe, friend. Jane strains our lines as we speak. Go and see the Queen while there's time.
My, but that is a sharp drop. I wonder if the pressure differential is sufficient to create a microclimate.
Strange, isn't it? They call it the Stone Stream. Been here for years, and it still confuses everyone but Phineas.
Considering the natural splendors we have witnessed thus far, I can only imagine the wonders we shall witness at the Queen's court.
Her Highness is just through this passageway. Please hurry.
It would appear that Rosalind has never heard the old axiom that a ruler's court should overawe visiting dignitaries.
I can scarce believe my eyes. Queen Rosalind, these are our friends from the swamp, the ones who helped us escape.
You!
You couldn't know them, my queen. Perhaps you saw their kinsmen in a painting, so they only seem familiar.
I saw you in the Moonweald, when you spoke to the golden-haired child. Was it only a dream, or were you really there?
I was there, and I spoke to the child, just as you say.
I've met the child before, but only in dreams. 3 nights ago, I saw him again. The child said that Jane and her army were near. That's why I told Lord Devonsey to collapse the front gate.
Did the child say anything more?
Only that help was coming. 3 days after the siege began.
Jane was clever this time. She traveled only by night, and she kept her army small and silent. We would never have been ready if the Queen hadn't warned us.
You said that you've met the child more than once?
The first time was the night my father was killed, and we fled his court in Gleason.
It was Her Majesty's dream that led us safely here. She kept her calm. So young, but very much a queen.
Every time Jane comes close to catching us, the child warns me and we escape. It's happened twice more since Gleason.
Your Majesty, I was sent here to find you. The Legion seeks an alliance with the royal court.
An alliance? I'm not sure the Queen is ready to take such a radical step.
Am I not? My father refused to reconcile with the Legion. He kept his pride and lost himself a kingdom. If not for these Legionnaires, you would still be trapped in the swamp, and I would be at Jane Cassinda's mercy. For that alone, I trust them.
This is not a matter of trust, Your Majesty, but of appearances. The Legion murdered your grandfather.
The Legion murdered no one. You are a Legionnaire yourself. You should know.
Are you so sure you know the truth? Were you there? Were you privy to the Grand Master's council, as I was?
I'll hear no more talk of my grandfather's murder. Whatever the truth may be, these Legionnaires are our guests, and our friends.
The signal? So soon? Jane moved faster than we thought. We're not ready to repel her.
Can you pull back, further into the mines? I've heard that Glitterdelve is vast.
No more running. The Radiant Youth has always told me when I had to flee. This time, he sent you.
The Jane soldiers are pushing their way into the mining tunnels above and below us. I'd thought to collapse those tunnels more quickly, but my people are too few. We need to drive back the enemy soldiers, set black powder charges at each of the mining tunnels, and get out of the way before they collapse.
No time to waste then. I'll head for the mining tunnels.
Roderick is my officer in charge. He's probably on his way to the tunnels.
And thank you. It means a great deal to have the Legion at my side.
I see that everyone's been introduced. Please, Legionnaire, come speak to me when you have a moment. Welcome to our home. Not the most lavish of courts, I'll admit, but it's not without a certain homely charm. Still, what little we do have is at risk. You know this all too well, I'm sure. The battle for this mountain will determine the Queen's future, but also at issue are the riches of the past, dwarven treasures that must be preserved.
The floating stones I've seen. You're trying to protect things like that?
Levitating stones are but a trifle. Humble reminders of Glitterdelve's geomantic dependency. Floating stones, flowing water, even the giant fans. All would be impossible if not for the stone stream.
I've seen the stone stream and the swirling rocks, but what is it exactly?
Why, it's the Dwarven Geomage's crowning achievement. A stream of magic that flows through all of Glitterdelve. A perfect melding of magic, stone, and life. The very essence of geomancy. The lifeblood of the mines, you could say. I haven't the time to describe every particular. Suffice it to say that life in Glitterdelve would be impossible without it.
But can the stone stream help us in battle?
Perhaps. Its effect is pervasive. We might be able to manipulate it to our advantage. Still, that would be a drastic course of action. For the time being, we must protect what we can.
What do dwarven riches matter when the mountain is under siege?
I speak of geomancy. Lord Devonsey risked the lives of his men to save me, for I have the power to move Earth. My knowledge must be shared. Imagine what even a dozen men such as myself could do to shape a battlefield. If the Dwarven Geomages yet lived, against all their power and knowledge, Jane would have no hope of entering these mines.
Jane is still breaching tunnels. Can geomancy help us right now?
Of course. I still have a role to play in all this, when the time is right. Still, demanding as present needs are, we mustn't neglect the contribution of geomancy to a royalist future. The knowledge must be protected.
What exactly are you trying to protect?
Geomantic artifacts are scattered throughout these mines. Tomes, devices, enchantments. And Paynite. One of the rarest gems in all of Ebb. Key to the greatest accomplishments of geomancy.
You want me to find some Paynite, I assume?
Yes, you have a lodestar already, so you'll know how to use this. It's a lodestar that reacts to the presence of Paynite. A dozen samples will be sufficient. I will greatly appreciate it if you bring them to me.
I'd better head to the mining tunnels.
May the battle go well. Every second that Jane is held back could make the difference.
You're the ones that helped Lord Devonsey get out of the swamp. The General swears by your prowess in battle. I've been instructed to sell you supplies at a steep discount. At a loss, to be honest. We'd give them away, but resources are scarce. Is there any chance you'll be going to the southern mines, perhaps? There's something very important you could accomplish there.
Tell us what you need. If it's as important as you say, we'll find the time.
Something valuable was left behind. A weapon of advanced make. Jane may have numbers, but she can't match the ingenuity of our weaponsmiths. The weapon is a rifle that can fire several shots before reloading. With it, a single soldier is more valuable than 10. The design hasn't been perfected yet, but we're close. When we fled from the Azanites, the rifle was left behind in a crystal cavern in the mines. We must recover it before Jane's men find it.
We'll try to bring the rifle back to you.
Be careful. Those mines are probably swarming with Azanites now.
Even here, the fanatics have entrenched themselves. Is there no place in Ebb safe from their oppressive dogma? Yeah. Reason triumphs again.
Devonsey sent you to assist. That's welcome news. My men are stretched too thin. We haven't the manpower to contain all the breaches. These tunnels are already overrun.
You've seen what we're up against. What's our next move?
Collapse those tunnels straight away. We've got a breach at the ventilation shaft to the east. We brought black powder as quickly as we could to the opening, but we're still a few satchels short of what we need. You can find satchels in the mining tunnels. Grab them, make your way to the breach, and help us collapse it.
No time to waste. I'll head for the breach now.
Very good. I'll head to the western tunnels to see how our men fare there. Good luck.
If my calculations are correct, we are looking at a battle considerably more difficult than the average.
Fight! Hold them back!
Our forward progress is impeded. Yet surely there must be an activation crystal somewhere nearby that can resolve the issue. breathtaking. Pity we must destroy these specimens to find the rifle. I could get at least 3 symposia out of studying their properties.
Look, over there! Ready at the cannons!
Do you see the size of those spiders? Wonderful! The cannons must be agitating them. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a scholar. Reason triumphs again. Marvelous rifle. I do hope I get a chance to study it before my skull is vaporized by those cannons. Perhaps we should fall back?
Don't let them through!
That minecart should serve as an ideal platform for our explosive endeavors. Well now, that's a great improvement. I calculate the minimum safe distance, given the quantity of explosives used, is... well, let's just run. It seems the gas vents have become rather more agitated. Best to employ exceptional caution. I'm an academic, not a meat shield. That's one.
Still alive, I see. That means plenty of dead Azanites, which makes me a happy soldier. But we're outnumbered here, and the tunnels have been overrun with more of Jane's dogs.
How many soldiers do you have here?
Not many. These are the lower tunnels. We sent most of our men to the breach closest to the court.
What's the situation in these tunnels?
We have a breach at the old transport shaft. The dwarves built it here, since it's further down the mountain and closer to the main roads. My men weren't able to carry much explosive powder before the attack began. You'll have to find more powder satchels to bring the tunnel down. You might find some in our storage chamber by the incinerator pit, but my men are under attack there. If you could help them, I'd be grateful.
I'd better get to the breach right away.
Thank you, Legionnaire. I'll round up a few soldiers and make a stand at the court. I pray it won't come to that.
Fascinating educational opportunity. Also a fight for lives. The incinerator. Marvelous feat of engineering. We'll need to move those platforms to let the Royalists through.
Are the other tunnels breached as well?
That's one.
Azanites will never reach the court.
Fascinating. I must note the location of this cavern. These crystals could be harvested for all manner of scholarly study. Reason triumphs again. Up and about again. Scholarship waits for no man's nap time. That was a significantly closer shave than I am generally accustomed to. Incoming! We have little enough room to maneuver, but if we time our movements just right, we may survive.
Move the platforms. We won't last long trapped here.
I need medical attention here. Leaking. Not good.
That's it. The platforms are in place. Move!
the sound of drills. It takes me back to my days in the Collegium anatomy labs.
You're back. I don't suppose...
I have it right here.
Lord Devonsey was right about you. I don't know how to thank you enough. Please, take these items. I'm sure you'll need them before you've seen the last of Jane Cassinda.
I'm told that the tunnels are sealed and Jane's forces are repulsed. That was fine work. Now she's trying to drill her way inside at the base of the deep well. You heard the noise in the tunnels, no doubt?
Can we lure her army into the deep well and drop black powder charges down on them?
A worthy idea. Unfortunately, we'll run short of black powder before Jane runs out of men. But if we made some subtle changes to your plan, used our knowledge of the mountain to tactical effect, then we might accomplish the same goal by slightly different means.
We'll need to shut down the stone stream, allow the combustible vapors to accumulate at the bottom of the well.
So if the vapors collect at the bottom of the deep well, we can set off an explosion.
And consume Jane's army and fire. If any survive, they'll surely be crushed by falling rock, and their tunnel will be buried as well. I've taken some of the cannons that you saved from the swamp and set them at the bottom of the well. If Jane's forces break through the tunnel too soon, they'll provide a tactical advantage.
What do you think of our plan? Lord Devonsey is sure it will work, but I should like to hear the Legion's opinion too.
Devonsey is the general, not me. Just tell me how I can help.
Phineas will climb to the top of the well and shut off the stone stream. Go with him and keep him safe.
Right. I've got to fetch a few books and scrolls. I'll meet you at the top of the well.
My lands, my fortune, even my son. Jane Cassinda took them all from me.
platform for you. Step onto it. There you are. Let's hurry. I should be able to form a path to the center.
If only our quest were not so pressing. I could spend years studying this. Oh, the papers I would write.
There it is. I've never been this close. Sad that we must put it to rest. This will take a few moments, and all of my focus. Sentinels! They won't stop until I hit the stone stream. Keep them back!
Look sharp. Those sentinels look to be possessed of a distinctly choleric humor. That's one.
It's like trying to hold back a river. I'm trying.
Remarkable. They're using some sort of thaumaturgic feedback loop to stave off destruction.
It's beginning to stop. Just a little while longer.
If Phineas has any hope of succeeding, we must keep these sentinels off of him.
I have it! It's done. I need to rest a while. Go on, quickly. I'll be safe here.
Phineas did it, didn't he? The fans have stopped, which means that the well is going to be a dangerous place very soon. Unfortunately, it won't be soon enough. Jane's army broke through and her men are storming into the bedrock. Lord Devonsey and his soldiers are holding them off. Help them buy us some time to get our explosives ready. Then we'll send those bastards to Azanai.